After our fourth date, I told her to text me 2 minutes before going to bed. She never texted me. It's been 4 weeks.
So it's true that men are supposed to pursue. However, they start the ball rolling. And as the book teaches, the man initiates contact on average about once a week. And you have 1 date per week typically. And usually second, third, maybe fourth date, depending on when you sleep with her and how high her attraction is to you, she'll start texting you or reaching out or just saying, hey, or how's your day, or the other night was great. And if she's reaching out, you assume she wants to see you, so you just simply make the next date. And as the weeks go by, she calls and texts more. You spend more time together because she's reaching out to you. Because love is allowing, so you're allowing her to love you at her pace, to come to you at her pace. And as her level of comfort and safety goes up, she wants to spend more time. As long as you just keep hanging out, having fun, and hooking up, eventually it'll get to the point where she's going to be doing like 95, 100% of the pursuing at that point. And so it's a slow process. So the man starts the courtship off, but women typically take the baton and they speed it up if you're applying what's in the book. And so this guy just goes out and has a fourth date and says, hey, call me later. And she doesn't, and then he just stops the courtship. So as the book states, you're going to continue to call once a week until she starts doing that. I mean, maybe he screwed up. Maybe he did things to turn her off. Obviously, she hasn't missed him. So that tells you that she's not as into you as you thought she was. Or maybe she's structured. Maybe she's one of those girls that's just like, I don't call men. They have to do all the calling and the texting, and man has to pursue the lady. That's possible. But the point being is that he messed up. I see guys sometimes try to just stop doing anything, thinking, hey, she's just going to pursue from here on out. And then just like this guy found out, it's, obviously she didn't miss him that much. But it'll be interesting to see, because he should reach out and call her and ask her out again. See what happens. See what she says.
I feel like that's very needy when you tell her, like, text me 2 minutes before you go to bed. That's very needy.
Well, it's just early. It's only the other thing, it's the fourth date. And so when he's saying something like that, it's, because what I say is just say, hey, text me later, because you're trying to create the conditions where it's just easygoing, and so she feels comfortable just reaching out when she wants to, so you're trying to encourage that behavior. And, telling her to, what do you say, text me before you go to sleep?
You said 2 minutes before you go to sleep. That's why I'm like, 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah, she probably read that. I was like, what? But the bottom line is he should have called her the next week and just gone on to the next date. Instead, he's like, okay, well, since I threw that magic sentence out there, she'll just do all the pursuing and I can just, float around in the lounge of my pool. And she'll do all the work. It's like, it's not how it works, dude. So you should call her up. Try to get her on another date. Think of it as the courtship starting all over again. It's just like a first date.
Yeah, after 4 weeks, that's a month of not
she's
talking.
moved on.
She's probably talking to somebody else by now.
Maybe. Or maybe an ex-boyfriend popped back in the picture. That's possible, too. She wasn't over her ex or an ex, or maybe a different ex came back in the picture.
Maybe she met somebody else.
Well, women do most of the dumping, and typically most of their exes are still trying to get with them. And so they, you'll have a multitude of exes coming back in the picture, especially when she's young and pretty and has a lot of guys that want to date her.
I concur.
I just think that if it's been 4 weeks, and first of all, don't ask me to text you 2 minutes before bed. That's really creepy. Stop trying to know my schedule.
That's like a Steve Urkel kind of.
Don't know my schedule. 2, more like text me when you get home so I know you're safe. That's more appropriate. What do you...
Or text me when you're relaxed at home or something like that.
Text me when you arrive home safe after our date.
That just sounds weird. That's such a weird...
It's like that's being like...
What do you mean?
That's like saying, hey, text me after you clean your earwax out of your ears.
You had a couple drinks, you got in an Uber, you want to make sure that they got back home
Text me after you brush your teeth.
Yeah, that's creepy.
I've gotten one of those before.
Text me after you wipe.
So I never brushed my teeth.
I'm just not going to brush my teeth. Text. So, I'm not going to text you.
Yeah. Still waiting for her to brush her teeth.
Text me after you put your shoes away.
The laundry.
Text me after you reorganize your sock drawer.